Welcome to the Fun Astrology Podcast. Thomas Miller here, kicking off Monday, the 16th of January. Whoa, I got to watch that rocket launch yesterday live in person from Cocoa Beach, Florida. It was absolutely amazing. Obviously, for somebody that is passionate and loves to look at the sky and study the sky, when you get to see a vehicle that goes to the sky, wow, it was an incredible light show. The rocket launch of the Falcon Heavy last night was right at sunset. Just a beautiful, gorgeous display in the sky. My brother and I got to enjoy this whole weekend together, and just experiencing that was amazing. So I'm thrilled to have that now etched in the memory bank of life. All right, let's talk about the sky. No direct aspects above our heads today, but a week worth building toward for sure, because by this time next week, 2 more planets will be in direct motion, meaning all of the planets will be in direct motion. I've been playing this little numerology game with these planets turning direct, so now we have 18 and 22 yet to peel off, so that would be Wednesday and Sunday. Mercury on Wednesday, Uranus on Sunday, and then all the planets will be in direct forward motion. Of course, the other big thing this week is that the sun enters Aquarius, and that happens on Friday morning, really early, 3:29 a.m. Eastern. The moon is in Scorpio today at 13 degrees as we kind of kick off the day at sunrise Eastern time this morning. But there is a YOD subtly in today's chart. Actually, there are 2 of them in today's chart. So let's talk about these YODs real quick. This one's passing because it's the moon in Scorpio and the south node in Scorpio. And then at the base of the YOD, or the base of the witch's hat, is Mars and Chiron. That certainly is a YOD that could either fetch up and bring up some karmic stuff, or if you're just working through your spiritual path, it might illumine you to some things that you might want to take a look at from the past or that you could change into the future. Now, flipping back to the other one, Mars is at the top of this one, Mercury is at the base, and then we're back to Scorpio again for the moon and the south node on the other side of the base of the witch's hat. Mars at the top, Mercury and moon south node at the bottom. Now, some people will obviously be born today under this double YOD, but for those of us just in passing, the moon is involved. So like if you were born today, you will be experiencing some major, deep, soul-based past life stuff. What about those of us just on the transit of this? Well, it's very fast-moving because obviously the moon is going to fall out of this very quickly, and Mercury is as well. So these are not going to hold very long. In fact, that second one actually is gone by around 8 o'clock this morning, so the energy is early. But, like I said, for those of you who are sensitive to this, you could definitely feel that little bit of prick, if you will, as you're doing your spiritual work today. And then what about the solar flares? Had a couple more people weigh in late last week. One mentioned having migraines on multiple occurring days. Yes, that's absolutely possible from not only the atmospheric pressure, perhaps, but also from that electrical stimulation that might be affecting you in that way. I could totally see that. And somebody else said that they were just being a little shorter than normal, perhaps, or shorter with their kids and family. So this is where I was saying is, as these things are triggering these little subtleties in our normal routine, the conscious preparation would be that when you're doing your quiet time today and getting your life set up and getting ready to move forward, realize that there could be just a couple of little things that could come into the space that could trigger something out of the past. And I'm not only talking about the past from this life. So be conscious, be aware of that, and step back away from the trigger. So I've had headaches all of my life, and then finally connected it several years ago to the fact that it is very responsive to barometric pressure changes. When a front comes through on the backside, when pressure goes from high to low, that's especially a trigger for a headache. Well, I was able to work out something that I can take preventively, or also when very early first symptoms come on and it just dissipates it, takes care of it right there. So that's the idea here, is be alert, be awake, be aware, realize that it's in the space. It's not super prominent. It may very well be subtle, but don't get sucked into something where all of a sudden you're having to apologize either to yourself or to others. Mars is involved in both of these yods. Be careful. All right, you guys have a great Monday. Happy Martin Luther King Day to those of you who are celebrating or have the day off. And we'll see you back again here tomorrow.